Well, checking in with your readership is really enjoyable. A lot of people here have read me, so if I want to be a narcissist, there's instant conversational material. I usually prefer asking something about them, but because I've known these books for a lot of years. But it's just nice this is a really warm community. And I think that what the library is doing and what the museum we visited today are doing, a lot of people in this town have their act together. It's refreshing. Montana's a little scary in places this year, 2023. Yeah, I grew up in the Willamette Valley, and the first time my dad drove me to the Deschutes River, I fell madly in love. And usually it was the lower river where it's big, and so are the trout. And in those days, lots of steelhead, and I'm an avid fisherman. But the whole thing, the extreme contrast in weather, you just pass Mount Hood and suddenly the firs are gone and it's all pines. And the rain shadow country, I'm still living in rain shadow. I think I kind of wanted to do that move in childhood, but couldn't. I've moved out of Portland 7 times and back again to make a living. My starving artist years were 12 years long, and yeah, so it took a while to find where I am now, which is Missoula, Montana, which I love dearly. So, but the high desert really helped me find my way. I still prefer the dry side. And one of my daughters is a high desert lover too, or rain shadow lover. We'll see how that works. She's in Bellingham right now.
I went to college there.
Oh, did you? Western? Yeah, both my daughters. Well, they have preserved culture and allowed us windows into cultures that we could not be exposed to in any other way, and they've done that for several thousand years. Some of the ancient libraries were incredible, and yeah, the way in which they're controversial now, I think, is pretty fleeting. I'm hoping the degree of ignorance that's causing some libraries to just be second-guessed is a passing thing. Yeah, they're important in all their aspects for a writer. Well, bookstores too, but and they're just often cultural centers. I've been to wonderful events at libraries and wonderful events sponsored by libraries, and this one's near the top, but a lot of them. And to find people taking keen interest in something that I spend almost all day, every day doing, it just makes me feel really fortunate when suddenly people are drinking it up. And, when I'm walking down the street at home, who's that guy? You go from being anonymous to being someone who's respected for what you do, which, I guess I feel that way about people like electricians and plumbers. Can't live without them, but it's a good feeling. Yeah, The Brothers K is a book that really puts a family through the ringer in the Vietnam era, but just through a fierce love that survives incredible ups and downs. Most everything comes out in the wash, and it was fun for me to write about how resilient both families and sometimes members of little communities that form spontaneously to do something amazing. Like in the Brothers K, there's a little caravan of about 18 people, including a woman that's about to pop out a baby and a woman in her 80s who walks around with a walker, and they're going to a military insane asylum to save one of their beloved members. And it works. I've seen that a lot in real life. I've seen just ragtag groups of people come together, and that really moves me. And so I've written about it in a way 3 times. All 3 of my novels involve people kind of discovering a community that they weren't aware of until they landed in a place and expanded their their wings.